Can you mend that bridge between Europe and Russia? And can you mend that bridge? Can you go back to how it was? At least
It should. I don't know, but it should. It should go back as it was. You know, in Europe, the competitiveness was based on a very simple structure: cheap raw materials and energy from Russia, sophisticated technology in the West. Combine the two, and we were competitive.
That's a great model.
Yeah, but okay, this model is out now because of the sanctions. But where is the new model? What we are doing is a suicide thing. So if there would be another model, I would say, okay, forget about the old one. But we don't have a new one, so we need the old one back.
Now, on this point of the shifting...
But nobody would argue in favor of that except me. All the other European leaders would argue, probably Slovaks like me, but all the others would argue against it.
Yeah. Is it
They
shifting?
are looking for something new, but they are not able to define what is this new thing.
What do you think? I mean, maybe we don't have time for this type of question, but what is your explanation for why these people seem to hate their own continent so much? What's going on in their minds? Because they are on a suicide mission. What's going on?
They have a concept of the human being, the life, Europe, and the politics, which based on to overstep what we have had up to now, and to create something new, a new society. You know, it's the same roots, you know, to create something, don't respect what we have done, but to create something new. And these persons, I'm absolutely convinced that those European leaders who argued in favor of mass migration, and you had many anyway, they were honest. They honestly thought that it will be good, because they are looking for a new society, which is a combination of the old Christian society and the invasion of the new Muslim something, and the combination of the two different things could be resulted in something new, which is better than the old one was. So they are always thinking to create something new world. And the new human, of course, new man, new women. We conservatives and Christians, we say, guys, it's dangerous. If you would like to imagine the future, the only fixed point is the past, what we have, and the values, what we have, and the experience we have collected. Don't throw it out. So let's continue what we have done in a better way, okay? Because, you know, to reform the things is always good. So you have to have a self-reflection. When you are conservative, it does not mean you are stupid, you know? And then you say to everything, it's okay. No, many things are not okay at all. So we have to change, you know? I'm a Calvinist. In the Calvinist church, it's obvious that the church must be reformed, you know, day by day. You know, that's the normal conservative attitude of the world. Okay.
Michael, we'll have to come back and have a longer discussion.
But these guys think that they have a knowledge about something new, and they would like to lead us to this new thing. That's the reason why they really would be angry to hear that you think that they don't love their country. They love their country and they imagine a better world for their country. You know? But from our point of view, it's just stupid, too risky. It's, you know, it's an impertinent, it's an unrespectful behavior to the parents and the grandparents. You know, just to deny it and throw it out.
Has your thinking on this changed? Because you've had a very long political career. We were talking about the kids earlier at the universities who. Maybe they start out libertarian, they become more traditionalist or something like that. Has your thinking on these questions changed much over 30 years?
Definitely, yes. Definitely, yes. First of all, when I was young, in the 80s, it was obvious that liberals fight for freedom.
Wow.
And freedom is the most important issue, yeah? So I'm a freedom fighter, street fighter, whatever, so freedom. And it took 2 decades to understand that now, slowly but surely, the liberals became the enemy of the freedom. So something bad in the concept, so we have to rethink everything. So then I have got some help from the God as well to understand that this is bad and this is good, and I reshape my ideas and reshape my program and so on. But the core is unchanged. The core is freedom. I desperately believe that freedom is the best thing. And the God has given the freedom for us to make good things. So let's be so simple. That's all. That's all. And if you continue, if you follow that track, you will win.
So the freedom stays solid, but there's a changing conception of freedom.
Because sorry, I came from a dictatorship. Freedom means to be free from something, from the communist, from Soviet Union, you know, to be free from something. But I realized that after several years, it's not enough, because freedom is for something. So it's not enough to say that freedom is against something. Freedom, it must be for something, you know? You have to do something. Yeah. And then it's easy to understand that in the human being's lives, if you would like to have a real valuable life, you have to admit that there are things which are more important than yourself. This is the key point. This is a turning point. That was my turning point. There are things which are more important than my own personal life. This is the family, the God, and the nation. And the best way of life to serve the things which are more important than you are. Be humble and serve the more important things.
This is why you moved.
When you understand that, you became conservative.
Yeah.
that's so simple.
So, Prime Minister, we had an issue in the United States. Last question. We had an issue in the United States recently where we were trying to, in the prior administration, we know who the president is now, but we were trying to get answers from we know who the president is now. I'm thinking European. We know who the president is now, but when we were going to the previous presidency, we were trying to figure out what their theory of government was, and we realized that it wasn't Joe Biden's thinking. In fact, we weren't really sure who the president was when Joe Biden was in office. Do you get the sense that Joe Biden was really running the U.S. government during those years?
We have never saw that. We have never saw that.
Wow.
Any more questions? To raise the next question and to answer that, that's the most dangerous.
Well, so then who was?
Thank you, Prime Minister.
It's a philosophical misconception.
Another one.
Prime Minister, thank you for the time. We really appreciate it. And thank you for...
No, that was my pleasure.
That's great.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you to Visit Hungary. Thank you to come to CPEC. And you know, we lost our precious position, what we have done, because for 2 decades, Hungary was an island of and laboratorium at the same time of the conservative politics. But now United States taken over the lead. So now we are not as spectacular and spectacular as we were.
Trump
We need the rest of Europe to follow.
We have studied well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Thank you very much.